Reborn Dominion with first pick, and going to have to see what they want. They could ban out the Invoker or take it for themselves again. I think as long as they rotate supports to secure their lane, then the Invoker will be fine.
10 seconds remaining.
So Reborn thinking pretty hard about what they want to ban first. Maybe Respect ban the Slardar, take out the Venge, that also played very well. Pudge also had very high impact that game. Honestly, Byutiful.doto, they all just played very, very well, and they actually take out the Wind Ranger, another hero that had a massive impact in the game and won her lane, and then just started to take over the whole map. And that was the problem when they lacked the catch, because the Slark and Wind Ranger are really mobile heroes and really slippery heroes. So if you don't have catch for them, there's not a lot of hope for you.
5 seconds remaining.
So Byutiful.doto, Invoker's still available, and they don't have first pick. Maybe they take it out, don't want to play against it, or let it through again. Tell Reborn Dominion they're not afraid of the Invoker, and they're actually going to ban out the Doom. So another hero that, I mean, what is, like, Doom counters literally everyone. The spell Doom, not the hero, so if you're really trying to invest in a very spellcaster-oriented hero, then playing up against Doom can be very, very difficult.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So Doom still seeing a lot of priority here in the entry division of the D2L.
Reserve time.
Reborn Dominion still trying to figure out what their next ban is going to be. Invoker's still there, but they do have first pick, so they might just take the Invoker themselves. Outworld Devourer also still available, but they're going to ban out Zeus.
Radiant team back.
Byutiful.doto, we'll see if they ban out the Invoker, the OD, maybe Gyrocopter. Gyro, I believe, was banned last series, but may have also been ignored.
5 seconds remaining.
Byutiful.doto thinking about what they want to ban. There's a lot of heroes still in the pool. I mean, gonna just discount the Earth Spirit and Oracle, just because they don't see that much play in the entry division. They're very, and Batrider too, another decently strong hero that is all basically ignored in the 82L. And Slardar banned out by Byutiful. OD and Invoker still in the pool. Maybe Byutiful trying to force Reborn to take the Invoker, but Reborn going to grab the Vengeful Spirit for themselves this time. This hero is very highly prioritized by both of these teams. Byutiful.doto gonna excited to see what they follow up with, and they grab the Invoker for themselves. And now they've still got like a Gyrocopter if they wanted to grab a Gyro. There's Oracle, there's Chen. Let's see, what else? Enchantress, Lone Druid. There's a lot there for them to grab. I mean, Invoker doesn't need a team to be built around him. He synergizes well with basically everyone. They could also grab something like a Juggernaut if they wanted.
5 seconds remaining.
Possibly Dazzle. Try to counteract me with Terror a little bit and give them some beef. Witch Doctor also still in the pool. Earthshaker, a very popular hero, and those are all very popular heroes in the 82L, so all of them still there for Byutiful to take, and they actually go for an Ancient Apparition, and this does really hurt the effectiveness of not just Dazzle, but another popular hero in the form of the Death Prophet. Struggles against Ancient Apparition a little bit, but I feel like this was a pretty early AA pick. I don't think it was at risk of being banned out, and if you kind of just held it in your pocket, waiting to grab it, and make Reborn Dominion play some, and you know, let Reborn Dominion pick like a Dazzle and Death Prophet, then grab the AA, then you really like kind of outmaneuvered them a little bit, I would say. And Alchemist banned out, and Drow Ranger also banned out. So with the so far 3 range heroes, Drow Ranger is a decent ban. the Drow Aura plus the Venge Aura, lots of damage, even from your supports hitting for well over 100 damage each right click, and they can push very, very fast, so probably something Beautiful don't wanna have to think about. And Alchemist, though, perhaps they don't want him to farm up and like go safe lane or something, or even mid and have the Invoker off or safe. They just don't want him to farm up in Ags, I guess, for the Invoker or the AA. And if he goes the battle build, he could do some pretty serious work on the Venge and the Disruptor. The hero is still okay, it's just definitely fell a lot out of favor after the slight nerfs he received. Just the meta shifted a little bit and he doesn't really fit. So Reborn Dominion, still thinking about their next ban. They probably don't want to pick Dazzle for themselves, but they could ban it, and they actually do respect ban the Slark, so the Leash plus the Cold Feet would actually probably do a lot of damage, and probably result in a stun would result in a stun every single time. So probably not a bad ban. I mean, they played it very well, and Beautiful, once again, banning out the PL, a hero they clearly just really dislike playing against, so they immediately grab the Spectre, not going to let it get banned out this time, and definitely going to have a very global presence. Although Reborn Dominion could just draft aggressively and try to pressure the Spectre really hard, force her supports to stay with her the whole game and shut her down, invade her jungle, take her stacks, and force her into a defensive and suboptimal item build.
10 seconds remaining.
I think Reborn Dominion should grab a Juggernaut. It's good against Invoker. It can fight early. Gyrocopter wouldn't be bad. It's another fight early kind of hero. Who else is still available against AA? Nyx Assassin wouldn't be that bad. It's a really hype, like they could run it off lane, pressure the Spectre, pressure the AA, and really mess up this Invoker. Disrupt his combo every time, so Nyx Assassin might be a decent offlane choice for Reborn Dominion, although kind of hard to execute, but they go with a Morphling, so I would much rather, if they wanted a hero like this, see them go for like an Ember Spirit. I don't think the Morphling is terrible per se, but it's not a good pick against Ancient Apparition, and if you want a hero that plays similarly to Morphling, Ember Spirit does a lot of the same job. I mean, split push, have a Remnant back or a Replicate back, and then jump back to that when a team fight's about to break out and fight with your team. Pressure the map at all times, but this Morphling could be in trouble against an AA and a Spectre and an Invoker who can always jump him, and now a Night Stalker, very likely going to go the Ags build, so Byutiful.doto have quite a bit of map presence for themselves. Reborn Dominion really needs something. I suppose they need something a little bit more catch, but they have Glimpse and Swap this time. But yeah, the Centaur will definitely serve that purpose. So the other problem I have with the Morphling is if they want to get aggressive, that hero takes a little bit to come online. I mean, Spectre is very tanky. Although with the burst from the Centaur and like the Wave of Terror, and Venge is probably going to go a Medallion, they should be able to bring down the Spectre, but
5 seconds remaining.
it's going to be a lot on the Centaur, I think, to pressure the Spectre. And now Reborn Dominion probably looking for their mid, whereas Beautiful looking for another support. And Tempo are going to be banned out. I think the hero would have been okay, but does not play that well against AA, and Invoker I think does decent against it. Just a Cold Snap and grab an Urn on one of your heroes. But TA would provide them some vision, allow them to maybe catch out the Spectre more.
5 seconds remaining.
Byutiful.doto could benefit from, so if they're looking for offlane, I mean, if they want to keep up their whole global thing, Nature's Prophet would be okay. They could go, well now, it looks like, I think, yeah, wow, they're going to go offlane Puck, so another, Puck is they didn't even have to think about it, they really wanted that hero, and think it's pretty good here. The silence really messes up the, like, really hurts the Morphling. Also good against the Disruptor, but a static, very vulnerable to Static Storm. Hard to blink out of it when it's sitting right on top of you, so we'll have to see how that turns out. And Reborn Dominion, looking for their mid hero. It's probably going to play against the Invoker. I think this is an offlane Puck. Queen of Pain's still there. An aggressive hero, an in-your-face hero that they could use up against the Spectre, but kind of has a hard time against Night Stalker. Outworld Devourer, yeah, would be very good, I think. Doesn't care that much about the Night Stalker. Hits offensively hard, pure damage. So this hero, very, very good. And I think, once again, undervalued a bit by these teams. I think this is one of the strongest heroes in the patch right now, is the Outward Devourer. And it's not the same as, like, Lone Druid and Chen and, like, Batrider being popular. Those heroes require a little bit of skill and a lot of coordination to execute. But the OD is not that hard to pull off, and is very, very good. So, Reborn Dominion this time playing on the Dire. Cocoa Puffs is playing the Outworld. Hrothgar playing the Vengeful Spirit. Legion on the Morphling. RGB playing the Disruptor, Dinosaur Man. And Olive Garden, their captain, playing Centaur. And this is going to be an offlane Invoker, so not terribly surprising. Monster playing Voker. Little G on the Puck. Zero on Night Stalker, so we support Night Stalker. Senpai playing the AA. And Kentaro playing the Spectre. And we'll see if Reborn Dominion are going to be able to find their win. I think the Morphling pick is picked into some rough stuff. I mean, if you morph strength while you're hit by the AA, you actually don't gain health back. You continue to lose health.
30 seconds to battle.
So, what happens is if you morph strength while affected by AA Blast, and in team fights, things get really hectic, so you might get hit by it and not have really, might already be morphing strength. Your health stays where it was, but the percentage that your health was is, like, if you have 1500 health and morph to 2000 and 12% kills you, then it's a little, it's easier to kill you. So both mids grabbing the bounty runes, and it looks like Olive Guard was going to try to block up the camp, but was not able to, and actually forced to skill a point in return, which is something you kind of want to avoid getting early if you can. It's not a skill that helps you get kills. It does help you survive and kind of like harass back passively, but like Kentaro took a little bit of harass from that, but it's still kind of hard. And Zero actually pulling the aggro of the creep, so Radiant are going to push in. Made a little bit of a mistake there, but All Garden looks to be in trouble. No Spectral Dagger to try to chase him, but he goes down anyway from the right click to the AA, so well played from Byutiful, and already making their tri-lane do some work. This is a very greedy tri-lane too. Both AA and Night Stalker want a lot of levels, and Spectre is an extremely far independent hero, so they really need to work the jungle properly. Like, they need to work this jungle correctly. They need to pull this next wave and make sure that their heroes find levels, otherwise Night Stalker's first night is going to be very poor, and they're not going to find anything with the AA either. Mid lane, they actually put the Puck, so it might have been a little bit better to do Puck in the off, just because he can jaunt from the glimpse, and Invoker would get more farm. But both heroes still going to find some good levels, and that's really all either hero needs. This matchup, you used to see this matchup all the time, but that was years ago, like TI 2 years or TI 3 years ago. Just lots of people would play that. You know, OD was highly valued at TI 3, and so was Puck. And now a ward to block this camp, but they can still pull through here if they want, or they could always just stack. And unfortunately, it looks like Reborn Dominion Byutiful.doto double wave, so Centaur going to find some good levels here. Invoker trying to soak up some XP. Gonna trade a little bit up against Hrothgar. And he is getting zoned out a little bit though, completely out of XP range right now. Our Devourer finding himself his Arcane Rune and could probably maybe just throw out some Arcane Orbs to try to harass, steal some int from this Puck, reduce his damage a little bit, and yeah, it looks like that's what he wants to do. But unfortunately, Puck just going to back off, make the smart play, and Puck looks like he will be maxing the Waning Rift, which is pretty popular just considering and OD needs to be careful. He might have got a little ahead of himself, taking up tower and taking up some right clicks, although Puck does not have any spells ready, and Puck also needs to be careful. OD hitting very, very hard, but Kogo Puffs could be in danger if he's hit by that orb, although standing far enough back that it shouldn't be an issue. Lil G now fully healed, has his bottle complete, and OD still a ways off from that bottle. So things looking rough for Cocoa Puffs in the mid lane. A little bit behind in CS, but no serious issue. And they did manage to pull through this time, but this is the only wave they're going to get to pull through, it looks like. Kentaro holding the wave in place so he does not have to last under tower, so that's probably something to happen. And OD dies in the mid lane, barely to the Puck, who survives on 80 hit points, or 74 hit points if you want to get technical about it. And actually Centaur going down once again in this bot lane to the AA and the Night Stalker, pressuring him so hard, and already both of them level 3, and that's really all they could like ask for, I think, is this level 3. And AA did find that ward and managed to bring it down, but the catapult pulled off the wave, so Reborn Dominion might not get pushed in, and Invoker getting surrounded, but Ghost Walk ready, no detection there, gonna be able to walk away safe from that one. But Sentry Ward's now purchased on the Disruptor, so Invoker gonna need to be a little bit more careful. And Zero looking to find Cocoa Puffs, but a ward will spot him out, and it's like Puck in trouble, maybe getting a little ahead of himself, and one more right click, no, just barely gonna survive, and able to jaunt away from that. But is he gonna go down anyway? Now RGB on the run, and Vengeful Spirit already going down, so Night Stalker making good use of this first night so far, finding a kill, and Puck gets salved up. I thought I heard the salve, maybe that was someone else. Oh, it was RGB salved up. But Kentaro now in a 1v1 situation with Olive Garden, and Olive Garden and him both probably very happy about that. Olive Garden gonna find his levels, and Kentaro gonna find his farm. Going to be going the fast what's the item? Vanguard, and he'll have it very, very soon. So I think if you can get this item early on Spectre, it is the correct choice because of Dispersion. She is the one hero I think Vanguard is very, very good on. But if you can't get it early, then don't go for it. It's not worth it. You can just go like a Drums or a Diffuser or something to help you harass. And this camp's triple stacked, and the creep is going to die very quickly to it. But Zero sitting in the mid lane. Olive Garden getting zoned out a tiny bit by this Ancient Apparition. Kentaro only a couple last hits now from his Vanguard. It's about 30 gold away, and almost level 6 as well, so Spectre having a very good game so far. 33 CS, with Morphling sitting at 20 as the next highest. Although now Night Stalker finishing a Soul Ring and an Urn of Shadows. Invoker trying to find some farm and stealing some of these creeps, but and Night Stalker with a regen rune might be able to make a kill happen now. Olive Garden looks like he's in a little bit of a bind and going to get stunned up again and just die very, very quickly. So the support duo of Byutiful making a lot of things happen and really pressuring this off lane, rotating. The Night Stalker has been rotating very well and found a kill top lane. Puck level 6 now. OD level 7. No points in Astral Imprisonment yet, and I think you should always get the value point because the duration is so long. You can just throw it on like the Night Stalker, and suddenly for 4 seconds they have no Night Stalker. Just kill one of their heroes while the imprisonment is on another, and then kill that hero when the fight turns more to your favor. I also want to point out this ward is really good. It just lets them see where the Centaurs at all times, pressure him at all times, and he's not quite level 6, and Spectre has the level 6, and can just go to the side shop if she wants the if she wants to get her Vanguard. And in mid lane, they did dedicate the Dream Coil to get the OD right here. Night Stalker again finding another kill on his first night with 3 points and Void. He hits very hard and he has 30 seconds left and maybe gonna try to find something else. I'm very curious to see if Kentaro does go for the Vanguard. I think if he gets it now, he can rotate a lot. So we are paused for the time being, but Lil G having a decent game, a little lackluster in last hits, but him and OD are tied. Kentaro having a really good game, getting lots of farm, way ahead of this Morphling, and I don't think Morphling handles Spectre that well, so things looking pretty grim for them, and I wonder if Morphling's going to go the Travels build and just try to split push, kind of play like an Ember Spirit would. So Kentaro maybe just going to go for Radiance and just get a value Ring of Health. And Algard misses his stomp. Going to be maxing the return. So not very bursty, but will be reflecting a lot of damage back at the enemy heroes. Let's see, it's 20 plus 60% of his strength, so yeah, pretty decent amount. Kentaro getting harassed up a little bit, but just so tanky. Does not really care. Algar needs to be careful, because I think Kentaro could actually just kill him. He has 3 points in Desolate, and actually Morphling finds a kill at top, but they get the return. Spectre ult now going. Centaur's Stampede comes out to retreat his teammates, and it's just a 1-for-1 trade. Invoker prevents the Spirit, so probably a good trade for Reborn Dominion. More than happy to trade away their revenge for an Invoker. Night Stalker pops his ult and they're tower diving at top. RGB in trouble, locked up and gonna get blown up very fast. And now Legion in trouble, no mana, Sunstrike coming. Not very much damage from the Sunstrike though. And Night Stalker looking to get the Void off, but not gonna be able to continue with this. Lil G getting kinda low, but unfortunately not gonna be able to find the follow up, and now Allgarden needs to be careful. 2k gold on the Spectre, very possibly just gonna go for a Radiance. Seeing how he's farming, maybe he just thought, okay, I'll get Vanguard, but then saw he is getting essentially free farm, and just figures a Radiance might be better. It is very good last hits right now. And Spectre, the only really bad part about Spectre, and it's the same with Morphling, is they both are terrible at making jungle rotations. So the farming efficiency isn't as good as, say, like an anti-mage or like a Juggernaut, someone who can jungle very, very efficiently. And Reborn Dominion, or Byutiful.doto, did claim a tower at top and already building a pretty significant gold lead, 5k in 10 minutes. So things not looking great for them, and not looking great for Beautiful, that is, or Reborn Dominion, that is, and Centaur Stampede, but the Dream Coil on 2, and one hero down, but it is a trade so far. They lose the AA, but the OG dies mid to the Invoker and the Night Stalker. So things, again, just kind of snowballing out of control. Spectre closing in on a Sacred Relic. It will not be long before she has it, and once she gets that, there will be no time at all before a super early Radiance, and these supports are going to die to her ult. Just her ult. Kentaro having an amazing game, similarly to last game where he just got to farm the whole time, and Night Stalker finishing up his hand of minus, and I wonder if AA is going to go the same, but no, AA actually goes Arcane Boots. Almost level 6 now on the AA, and that's when you could start to see a lot of pressure come out. The combo with the Haunt plus the AA Blast, just get a pick off almost every time with it, especially once he gets Radiance, and those illusions just burn people away. So Kentaro, and I think this is the correct thing, just prioritize farming over trying to go on kills that you really probably can't get. I don't think they could get that Centaur. No no stacks in the dire jungle, and I think Reborn Dominion could benefit from that. They should stack it up. Get their Centaur can farm stacks pretty nicely once he starts getting points in double edge. And even return. So Morphling is bot lane. Spectre really needs to not die. She's only 130 gold away from her Sacred Relic. She's pulling the creep wave. No, she's just holding it there, but she has the courier at the secret shop, but actually Night Stalker takes it away, so Spectre, yeah, running it back there, and Sacred Relic almost ready for the Spectre, and then Radiance will probably come out in the next 3 minutes or so. Senpai might be in trouble, but Cocoa Puff's just walking by him and letting him go. 16 intelligence stolen. Looks like they really want to make a move on this Spectre. Got 3 heroes down. Stampede committed, and Spectre looks like she will be going down, but already managed to purchase her Sacred Relic. Legion might be in trouble. Hopefully he does not start morphing. Otherwise he should survive, but no, actually it might go down. Banished up and should be fine. Static field and big kill, but Puck shows up and finds a kill on the back and just jaunts away to safety, killing off the Morphling and making it a 2-for-1 trade, although still probably favoring Reborn Dominion because their Spectre was worth a lot. But Morphling at this point, his team is behind and they have the slightly weaker draft, so he can't afford to die. He needs to just either get kills and like farm forever, and Puck actually finishing up his Blink Dagger, so
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spectre just going to TP mid, start farming, already has Relic. Farm delayed a little bit, but thankfully he did not die before the Relic. And actually 2 kills happening at bot. Venge and Disruptor dying. Very unfortunate. Both the supports popped so fast. OD has his ult ready, but no int stolen, and it's like he's in trouble now. Just a very quick death, and another really hard game for Reborn Dominion. Just struggling. It's going to get much harder very soon. Kentaro closing in on that Radiance. But just look at the item progression on this side. They've got Invoker actually going Mask of Madness, so that's something I haven't seen in a very long time. AA is level 6.
Middle tower is under attack.
Night Stalker has items. Spectre almost Radiance. Puck has his Blink. So they really have all the tools they need already. And this is the kind of draft that can fight 4v5. And this is actually one of the big strengths of Spectre, is they can fight 4v5 because the Spectre can always show up to the fights. As long as Spectre's ult is up, it's not really ever a 4v5.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So things looking really good for Byutiful.doto. I think they might just be able to run away with this series. Minus on the Night Stalker, finding some more levels. 3 points in Hunter in the night now. Blink Dagger finished on Centaur though, so that was actually a little bit faster than I thought he could get. So that's a good sign for Reborn Dominion, showing a little bit of life, getting some items out on some of their heroes, and unfortunately they do need level 6 on their support still though. Kentaro might go down here, but he does have backup, and now the silence, so it's like OD, in fact, it's actually Cocoa Puffs is the one to go down. Banishes himself, and actually maybe just able to walk away to safety. Yeah, the Centaur Stampede, he's not affected by it, but Zero shows up, and might be in trouble. Stomp on Kentaro, A Blast coming out, touching on Olive Garden, and now Legion also very low, also hit by the, no, not hit by the A Blast, but goes down, and Olive Garden also going to die, and unfortunately not able to find any kills. And this Night Stalker putting in so much work. Seems looking really grim for Reborn Dominion, just losing 4 heroes across the map, and Tornado will catch and Keep will go down. A 12k gold lead in 16 minutes. Byutiful.doto just outplaying them everywhere, out laning them, out farming them. Net worth, 4 of the top 5 are Byutiful.doto. One of the top 5, the number 2, is the support Night Stalker, who is just getting kill at 9-0 and 4. He's been a part of all but 6 of his team's 19 kills. Spectre has Radiance on the way. She doesn't even care about boots. Boots are for chumps, apparently. And now a huge Dream Coil. Stomp catching on 2, though. AA Blast does catch the OD and the Centaur, and Disruptor goes down in the back line as well. And now Radiant's just going to burn away the Vengeful Spirit. And Morphling does get a pick off, but no Remnant back, and silenced up and going to die in the end, I think. So 5 heroes for the AA, and this is just bad. It just looks so bad for Reborn Dominion. Just poor. It seems like there's more than just like out being misplays, but just miscommunication. I think they don't really know what they want to do. Yule's almost complete on Puck. Is that brown boots? Yeah, it's brown boots for the Spectre. And Byutiful.doto just running away with this game. An absolute stomp so far. 24-4. Almost a 20k gold lead. They're at that point where it's like 1k gold ahead per minute. And that's really hard to come back from. It can happen. It's just not very likely, especially against this beautiful draft, which is a very late game. It scales well. Whereas the Night Stalker's gonna... Or sorry, no. Yeah, it scales well. I mean, so does Reborn Dominion. They have two... Like, the Morphling and the Outworld are very good late game. The issue is neither of them has any real items. They have boots. OD doesn't have Force Staff yet. It's 17 minutes. His net worth is less than that of the Ancient Apparition. So game looking very difficult for them. And if they come back, I'll be amazed. I honestly... In the least defensive way possible, this game feels over. Invoker has Necrobook finished. Just about. I think he needs one more last hit. Yeah, now he has Necrobook. So the push is going to be even harder now. Spectre's level 11, sitting on top of 1300 gold. Could go for a Vanguard if she wants, then she's never going to die. They could go for Roche at any time. It'd be kind of slow though. Their lineup does take Roche really, really slowly. Cold Snap on the OD, and Coco Puff's in serious trouble now. Unable to even banish himself. The Radiance plus the Urn, and he just dies. And now RGB also in trouble. Good Static Storm, but unfortunately no follow-up. Not able to find a kill there, and OD dying once again. His heroes just falling so far behind, and just about this tower should probably put them at 20k ahead. And actually, with Invoker's Necrobook, they can probably do Roche pretty quickly, and with Wex, or with Alacrity. Yeah, Spectre now has Vanguard. Spectre's net worth is 8k, Night Stalker also 8k, and Puck 8k. So every hero on the side of Byutiful just so fat, and it was such a greedy draft, but you can get away with it if you execute your lanes the way you did. I mean, all 5 of these heroes want items and levels, but they found them. They found the early kills they needed, Night Stalker especially, who's actually just finished up his whole Aghanim Scepter. And they're going to go for Roshan, and it's going to die pretty quickly with this Invoker Mask of Madness. Necrobook 3 going to be on the way soon, and Ag's also on the way, and there's no way Reborn Dominion can contest this. They have no Centaur Stampede. I mean, maybe they could get a kill if they like Blink, Stomp, Waveform, Static Storm, Sanity's Eclipse, but that's not going to happen. And now they have that huge amount of vision, and it just turned to nighttime, so it's definitely Beautiful's time to shine, and things looking extremely bad for Reborn Dominion. 20k gold behind in 20 minutes, more than that even, probably closer to 21, 22k. Invoker has Necro 2.
Illusion.
Puck finishing Yules, probably going to go something like, I don't know, let's see. I would say Scythe. Or Shiva's his next item. Maybe Ags. Just the extra stun duration is good. Excuse me. Vengeful Spirit does have swap now, but might be too little too late. If they win the next fight, and unfortunately the Stampede not able to find the Night Stalker Spectre ult doing a lot of damage to these heroes, and the Centaur ult's going to be down. They banish the Puck and are just trying to banish the Puck illusion and just trying to run off. No Centaur ult for 60 seconds, and we're unable to find the kill on the Night Stalker with it. So that's one of the most important assets gone. AA now finishing his Midas. just to get levels. I don't think they're gonna need it. I think they're going to win if they take this next fight. They're just gonna win. Night Stalker in trouble, but Tornado catching out. A Blast on the way, going to connect on 2. Yeah, that OD melts. He doesn't even exist at this point. They do get the Invoker as a return kill. Good Blink Stomp, but triple kill for Puck and buyback available on OD and Vengeful Spirit. Puck blinks away to safety. Spectre not even there yet. Just off shoving in the mid lane, and now she can just walk up high ground and shove. And now Kentaro and Olive Garden in serious trouble, gets taken down by the AA, and now there's buyback available on him too. So might not be able to find a tower off of this, but just continuing to build their advantage. 25,000 gold ahead. Byutiful.doto, a commanding lead. It just does not. It looks hard. Reborn's draft doesn't come back that well, I don't think. I mean, if Morphling can find farm without dying for like 20 minutes, and same with the OD, then perhaps, but that's not likely. They might at least find the Night Stalker as a consolation prize, but the Sanity Eclipse goes down after he dies, and unfortunately, they don't have it. They will not have it for any other more than 2.5 minutes. So the next high ground defense is going to be very hard, especially if Byutiful can rally together and push while they still have these Aegis. I think I mean, but the thing is, they've claimed every tier 2 Roshan, so they've taken like every objective they can take at this point. And Invoker closing in on his Necro 3. Going to be that much harder for Reborn to defend against these pushes once that item comes out. Puck has Force Staff now, so extremely mobile. No idea what Kentaro's going to build. Could be Diffusal for more illusion damage. Could be Manta Style. Could be Scotty. Centaur Stampede. They banish up the Night Stalker. They might finally get this. They might find their kill here, and Night Stalker going to go down, but they have to commit a lot of tools to it, and this could actually turn back on them. Spectre is there now, and they're all hit by the AA Blast, and going to just burn away slowly, and what looked like a good, clean pickoff for them just turns around completely, losing 3, probably 4 heroes, and missing the Sun Strike, but doesn't matter, he does die in the end. Morphling able to run off, and that Night Stalker probably more than happy to trade his life for 4 heroes. Just a huge swing. Really good rotations and good AA blast and good use of Haunt to ensure that they get that ult, and Morphling trying to go a Lincoln Sphere, and I don't think it's going to help at all this game. There's not a lot of point target to cancel, so it's just looking bad. I know they say never, like, it's not over till the throne explodes, but it feels like against this kind of lineup, a Spectre, an Invoker, heroes that scale really well, it's hard to come back. And Hrothgar going to die to the AA Blast. Invoker could be in trouble though. Monster might go down. Does not have Ghostwalk ready. Gets hit up and actually will pop in the end to the Centaur Stomp. So Bill G might be in trouble now too. Senpai no AA Blast, and Spectre just shoving in the bot lane, farming up some more, sitting on top of 4k gold. Could also just want to hoard up gold and get a Butterfly. Almost level 16 then. Spectral Dagger. Does Kentaro want to keep going? He lost the Aegis. Spectre Illusion, and that's a very good illusion to take because it has the Radiance. So Morphling can use this to push and defend their base. So very good, well played from Legion, getting that Spectre Illusion. That'll help him farm a little bit and help them shove out the lanes. But I don't know, it just feels too late. I mean, the Night Stalker has more net worth. The support Night Stalker has more net worth than your OD. The Ancient Apparition has more net worth than your OD. He just has Force Staff as his only item. It's just bad. And now the AA Blast comes out, Spectre ult, and Cocoa Puffs Going to die, banishes himself, but probably just delaying the inevitable. Good self-banish, but not going to save himself. And nice. 3 heroes dead across the map. Night Stalker finding the Vengeful Spirit up top. And this is probably going to be a high ground push. They have buyback available on the Morphling, but not on the OD. And yes, they call GG. Byutiful.doto, 25,000 gold lead in 26 minutes. Absolutely dominating, 38-8. And valiant effort from Reborn Dominion, but they just got starkly outplayed and completely dominated in this series. So hopefully they can rally together, learn from this, and take some wins next week. Byutiful.doto, now this puts them tied for first place in their division at 5-1 with Ares Dota. Both these teams, I don't think they've played against each other yet, and if they have, I believe they actually did tie 1-1. So going to be very interesting to see how this turns out, and excited to see how this league develops in the future, and hopefully Reborn Dominion can kind of find their niche, their strategy, and play it, and find some wins for themselves, and advance through the playoffs once that comes around. So thank you guys for tuning in. The VODs of this will be up on YouTube. I believe I am casting a game later tonight. That is my Steam going off. So thank you all very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. If you followed, thank you so much, and I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. If you liked my cast, please leave me some feedback. That means even more to me than just like a follow. So thanks for tuning in. I think I'm casting again tonight around 6. And for now, I'm probably just going to go back to sleep, but I will catch you guys next time, and thanks once again for stopping by.